Alright, Heat with Dario, Nunez and I Jah. This is again one of the records that came to life during the Toolroom writing camp. So let's do some project hopping again to see how this started and how it ended. So this also started with an ID I had on file. And this is like the original project. It's like, again, one of those grooves I've made probably a while ago already. So let's play it. Right, so basic ID. This is where we started from. Let's just have a little look. It's a little bit background loop, giving it some tension, kick. A kick, probably sampled. Yeah, not sure where from. And then this thing, which fills out the low end. Then bass to bass lines on top of each other. So a lot of these old projects, literally me just like throwing stuff together. I wouldn't, like nowadays, probably not layer 2 bass loops, but back then I did, and it sounded actually quite alright. So yeah, why not? Top loops, hi-hat, we got a ride loop here. Bit of percussion. Percussion type thing. This plug. Everything just samples by the looks of it. Shaker, clap loop, and some steps, which I don't think we're using these. It's just this one, which is also a sample. Altogether it sounds like this. Again, one of those ideas that just like started from me playing around with some samples. Played these during the camp and we all liked it, so we decided to jump on it. So I'll take you now to the project, what we've done with it during the camp. So this is a project that we created during the camp. As you can see, like this is all from the original project. We just kept it in. I think this high string might be new. It's just Serum with detuned saw waves, played very high. And then like Dario had a bunch of synth sounds which he quite liked, and we picked a couple of them. So this one, giving it some rhythm, and then is this the main one? Yeah. Which is also a sample, but it adds some like cool character to the track, and that's what basically there was missing. Like I just had a simple groove basically, and this was like more of a hook kind of thing. What else have we got? This is from the, yeah, just like a riser made from that lead sound or fill type of thing. This is snare roll. reverse synth going into the main one. Small fill. This an extra riser, and then what is this? This is just like some effects and some other things that we tried. Now at this point we were like, okay, we have the groove, we have the synth line, we need a vocal, and we had I Jah in the studio during the camp. So what we basically done is we took the vocals from a record that I Jah had done with James Hur, extracted it with AI, and then just layered it on top. And we're like, this sounds quite cool. We'll have something like that. And then I Jah started writing. We did record vocals there, but they didn't end up making it to the final record. So he cut some vocals, lyrics were fine. We had Mark and the A&Rs coming in until they were happy with the lyrics. And then we did record it. The idea is like of these writing sessions is that, like, not trying to finish the records there. It's just like, okay, do we have all the ingredients? Okay, let's run with it and finish it off at home. This is where it ended during the session, and then I took it home and I sent the parts off to Dario, who then worked with it. So let me see if I can grab the project that I cleaned up a little bit and send the stems to him. So I couldn't find another project, so basically from the last project that we've seen, I bounced out stems to Dario. He then made a track with it, sent stems back to me, and then I loaded everything up in Ableton and I went to work. So this is what Dario has done with it, I think. For this one, say nothing. I thought like I just do a little mix on it and then we're ready, but as always I did a lot more. So all of this are the parts. I think I started loading in the wrong ones, so these are the right ones. We got the Atmos from the original. The kick is also just from the original demo bass. Also, let's see. Hi-hats. So these are the ones from the original, and then I added some more loops. To give them more depth. That's the clap from the original and the drums. I added some top loops. All the drums together. My percussion bus, some compression as always, and then some filters for breakdowns. And some delay there as well. bunch of effects. All samples, so nothing special. And then for synths, that's the one from that sample I showed you. And then this percussion-y thing. So that all together sounds like this. Similar to this, I suppose. So yeah, pretty similar to what Dario has done. And then these were the vocals from the session.
Turn up the E, turn up the E. Rep on the beat and Billy Lick a vibe. Move to the left and move to the right. Music up here, the people get I.
But we felt like they could be a little bit better. So we asked I Jah to re-record them again, and he's gone into his studio and re-recorded them basically, and that are these vocals. So quite a lot of tracks. Let's get through it.
Up on the beat and Billy little vibes. Move to the left and move to the right. Music I play, the people get hype. Bounce to the beat, no need to think twice. Dip on the area, dip on the scene. Lift up your hand, no time for defeat. Rep for the people, rep for the streets. Temperature rising, turn up the E. Turn up the E, 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 turn up the E. Turn up the E. Temperature rising, turn up the E.
So we got the lead vocals here.
Up on the beat and Billy little vibes. Move to the left and move to the right. Music I play, the people get hype. Bounce to the beat, no need to think twice.
Some EQ, some compression.
Up on the beat and Billy little vibes. Move to the left and move to the right.
EQ again. And then I added in this, which is parallel compression. So we got the dry nothing, and then the wet has Radiator, Filter Freak, Echo Boy, and Devil Loc Deluxe.
Up on the beat and Billy little vibes. Move to the left and move to the right.
This is like really squashing the vocals, and then I mix it in ever so slightly with the original, so I can show you with and without.
Up on the beat and Billy little vibes. Move to the left and move to the right. Music I play, the people get hype. Bounce to the beat, no need to think twice. Dip on the area, dip on the scene. Lift up.
So we have the original signal and then just that squashed thing underneath it. More EQ.
Up on the beat and Billy little vibes. Move to the left and move to the right. Music I play, the people get hype. Bounce to the beat, no need to think twice. Dip on the area, dip.
CLA, which I love on vocals, giving it like a little less sub, a little bit more top, compression, a little bit of reverb, delay, and stereo, and then another neutron, which is just adding more compression.
Up on the beat and Billy little vibes. Move to the left and move to the right. Music I play, the people get hype.
To get it like even more in your face. Like, I'm not the best with vocals, especially not that they are recorded in. Like everything we hear has a lot of processing on them, and the thing with if you splice vocals and stuff like that, it all has been processed. So if you got raw recordings, you need to cut them up, time them, and then process them quite a bit. It's not my strongest thing, I suppose, and certainly not my preferred task when it comes to producing. But I think in this case I managed get it quite right.
up on the beat, I'm Billy little vibes. Move to the left, I move to the right. Music I play that people get high. Bounce to the beat, no need to think twice.
And then we got a reverse vocal here, introducing the vocals. A rising vocal, but we did not use that one. The delay. Just to come out of the breakdown.
Temperature rising, turn up the E. Rising, turn up the E. 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 Temperature rising, turn up the E.
And then I basically just took like a lot of bits from the vocal to layer it throughout the record to use it as much as we could, basically, because I think like the vocal gives it the main character. Like this one.
Turn up the E, 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 turn up the E.
It has quite a few bits of processing on, and the main one is the ShaperBox, which is like doing some weird stuff with it, and we're opening that up just to keep everything interesting and all the parts moving a little bit. And a lot of this came from intensive A&R feedback, like to get the maximum out of the vocal. Like we gone back and forth quite a lot on the vocals and getting it right. And I think Danny did a great job, like steering me in the right direction. And I think the end result was well worth the hours I spent on this. I think we had almost like everything.
Turn up the E, 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 turn up the E. Temperature rising, turn up the E.
So that's what it sounds like. Then from here it's off to mastering. And I think Master Engineer did like a couple of minor tweaks as well, but I can't recall what they were. But like that's the process we usually go through. That's how it sounds, the end result. I hope you you learned something from it, and I showed you like everything you want to know. It's out now on Toolroom Trax. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link in the comments, and I hope to see you next time.